You're invited to imagine what's next. What the next view you wake up to will be. Where your next adventures will start from. Your perfect space to entertain. And your sanctuary to unwind in. As you begin to imagine your new place, we'll be here to help you find it. Because nothing compares to what's next. Sotheby'sRealty.com.
As India celebrates its 75th Republic Day, we put the spotlight on the country's one and only international financial centre, GIFT City, or Gujarat International Finance Tec-City in Gandhinagar. Spread over 886 acres of land, this smart city has been in the making for a decade and a half. Industry watchers say now might be the time for it to truly take off and become a global business and financial hub like Singapore, Dubai or Hong Kong. Is that so? Because GIFT City has been a slow-moving elephant, and despite much support from both centre and the state, it's still struggling to meet its potential. What's changed and why are investors more excited now? To answer that, we have with us some of the best leaders and experts who are betting on GIFT City. K Rajaraman, Chairman, IFSCA, International Financial Services Centre Authority. Dr. Chetan Vaidya, Independent Director, Non-Executive GIFT City, Gujarat, and former Director of SPA Delhi and NIUA. Jaxay Shah, Founder and CMD, Savvy Infrastructures Limited. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me today. It's a good day to do this discussion. Mr. Rajaraman, first question is to you. You know, everybody, including me, who went to GIFT City in 2010 has been talking about the slow takeoff for quite some time. But now there's a tension and big, one after the other, policy boost, tax benefits. Do you believe that this time around we're truly, the stars are aligned or benefits are aligned for it to become and big, as big as expected?
So thank you, Manisha, for that very thought-provoking question. So this the story of GIFT City goes back to 2007 when Honorable Prime Minister was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. So the thought at that point of time was to bring in a global platform. But the regulations were not in place. So since 2014, all the regulators got together and then issued enabling notifications. And for about 5 years, I think a lot of work was done. I think there were many early birds who landed here and then set up businesses, including banks and funds and so on and so forth. But it was in 2019 that the government of India decided that there has to be a very sound legal framework around the GIFT, IFSC. So in 2019, an act of parliament, the International Financial Services Centre Act was passed. And thereafter, in the last 4 years, the growth has been phenomenal. I think the act itself has brought in a lot of trust and confidence that this is something which the government of India will support for a very long time, and the policy certainty and the tax certainty surrounding the policies that were announced have all enabled investors to take a long-term decision of investing into GIFT City. Mm-hmm. To look at the movement, I think since you said that that the movement has been limited, but I would like to say that the last 3-4 years, what we have seen is that nearly about, I think if you look at the banking industry, nearly about 26 banks have actually set up operations here, including 11 foreign banks. And the number of applicants continue to increase. I think on the table, we have another couple of foreign banks who want to launch their branches. If you look at the fund industry, we have more than 102 funds who have been registered as of yesterday. In GIFT City, with about 83 fund managers who are managing these funds, with a targeted corpus of nearly about $30 billion. So we have insurance companies, aircraft leasing, and so on and so forth. So therefore, now today, I think the ecosystem has now become very sound. The core financial services have really taken off. I think if you look at the banking system, the asset size is nearly about $52 billion. If you look at the fund industry, I think the targeted corpus is nearly about $30 billion. So I think we are now on stream. I think we are really in the takeoff stage, and we expect the ecosystem to expand very rapidly.
All right. Jaxay, you've committed very recently 700 crores, been awarded a 10-acre parcel and you've announced 5 projects there. So there is, of course, this, a bevy of banking sector companies coming in. There are also the Googles and Capgeminis of the world which are looking at the domestic part of GIFT City and wanting to set up offices there. My question to you is that, you know, what I hear is that there are thousands of servers, but still no people there. And as a real estate person, what would your ambition be for GIFT City? And do you really believe that now the ecosystem is in place for you to commit such large funds?
It's a great question, Manisha. Let me, as a real estate guy of more than 3 decades, what a real estate developer wants for a business: cost of business, ease of doing business, and absolutely zero red tape. These 3 main criteria for a real estate developer.
Okay.
We real estate developers have 40 permissions and 140 tables to pass through for a commencement of the project and of course the completion of the project. Where in GIFT, day one you have all the permission are in place. Number 1, environment. Number 2, airport, non-agriculture, town planning, title clearance certificate, building plan pass, fire. So there is no surprise. There is no unpredictability.
Okay.
Number 1. Number 2, the governance. Governance, absolutely, I have already completed 4 million square feet and I can proudly say that I have not met any single junior or senior officer in GIFT City for plant permission. Number 3, you have all the facility around. It's a development-led construction there, where there is a tap water, is a potable water, there is a district cooling, there is a logistic metro and bullet connection, there is a waste management day one, and mind well, this all was operational when Honorable Prime Minister was CM. 95% of this construction and infrastructure.
Jaxay, I agree. Let me stop you there. I agree. When I went in 2010, I saw waste management practices which were not seen anywhere in the country. Everything going through a chute, complete segregation. It was a built, sustainable city. But come to the point which I would like an answer to, which is, why has it not yet attracted the people? Do you believe that now it will?
This is the best example of a running smart city, a resilience in the city and a development that you can see. Because of that smart thinking, because of that proper plan, conceive and execution, because they have survived. Okay. You will not able to see in Canary Wharf, you're not able to see in Singapore. I can proudly say that not in IKC to do ki baat. So this is because of the overall executions and a DNA and ecosystem of the place with the plan development, it has happened.
Professor Vaidya, you are an urban planner, sir, an architect, yes, and you have been part of GIFT, you've been part of SPA and also the National Institute of Urban Affairs. Give me your views on whether really it is juxtaposed now in terms of infrastructure all around to support. One thing which I feel which is missing is that people are still traveling from Ahmedabad to GIFT City, which is not an easy travel. They're not living within the GIFT City as of now. Outside of GIFT City, Gandhinagar continues to have the same challenges as any tier 2, tier 3 city in India does. Nothing very specifically different or better there. Look at it as an urban planner for me and tell me, what are the positives, what are the gaps which still need to be covered before it says I'm competing with Singapore and Dubai?
What is now missing is basically social infrastructure. We still feel that after 6 p.m., it doesn't provide the civic facilities which is required. And for that purpose, GIFT City is already thinking of a shopping mall. They are thinking of a garden with retail trade and a very huge entertainment zone, also riverfront development. All this together, plus there is a school, international level of school, and an hospital of 300-bed hospital. All this together, added with metro connection and good bus services in Ahmedabad, will make this city a complete city at this moment. And as you know, we have extended the area of GIFT City to another about 1,700 acres, yes, which will have like a mixed land use with middle level high-rise, not high-rise, but middle-rise building, And that together will provide a complete city experience.
Okay. Mr. Rajaraman, coming back to you again. My job is to ask the difficult questions, and I hope you will take this one as well. You know, bullet train now. We know that in 2006-07, it was really Mumbai which everybody was looking at to boost or make it a financial capital of the country and the world. But then somehow those plans didn't fall into place and the monies flowed into Gift City. Everyone's talking about bullet train as the one which is probably going to again give Mumbai that edge over Gift City. How will you tackle that, sir?
See, the attractiveness of Gift City is not just about the kind of ecosystem that goes around it. It is also about the policy that go around it. I mean, like, for instance, today, if you look at Dubai, the Dubai International Financial Center is attractive, more attractive than Dubai itself because of the policies that surround it. So at this point of time, I think Gift City has got a very attractive and a very certain policy as well as legislation that remains as the core of the attraction. The second thing is, of course, the unified regulator. I mean, I think this is something which is very, very important, I think, because the IFSC combines the functions of RBI, SEBI, PFRDA, IRDA. Therefore, provides a one-stop solution for financial sector entities which want to set up business here. The third thing is that, and let me also say that the regulations that we have put up here are all benchmarked against Singapore and Dubai and not, benchmarked to the domestic regulations. To that extent, I think a complete clean slate has been rewritten with world-class kind of thoughts in mind. So therefore, the Gift City attraction arises from all these. I think from the regulatory framework that has been put in place. I would also like to address the question that you had asked Mr. Jaxay. See, today, I think as a consequence of all this, I think we have nearly about 30,000 people who are working in Gift City, I think. So I think this and about 30 towers with nearly about 9 million square feet is also under construction, I think. So a lot of work is going on other than the 4 million square feet, which is already operational, as he already mentioned.
Okay.
In addition to that, if you look at it, the area which is being under Gift City is around about 886 acres. This is now being expanded by another 3,000 acres. So the kind of development that is going on, which the professor also mentioned, combining with the construction that is going on, will all add to the overall ecosystem. And let me also say that Gift City is organically part of Gandhinagar. If you look at it, it is part of the Gandhinagar ecosystem. And the kind of residential area development that is going on here also provides the ideal walk-to-work concept. Immediately around Gift City, nearly about 5,000 residential apartments are have been completed or under final stages of construction. The neighborhood also, I think, nearly about 15,000 residential apartments are under construction. So therefore, there is enough here actually to support a standalone, urban habitat. And on top of that, the metro rail is going to get commissioned by June. The bullet train by 2027, and international connectivity is also available in the Gandhinagar, the airport that we have. So therefore, all this put together, has provided the basis for a standalone financial center. And I think the critical mass has already been reached, and we expect it to expand very rapidly.
All right. So I think now is when I hear that everything has come together, but yes, the critical mass in terms of people has come together and more is expected. And I think after that prohibition rule was relaxed to bring in, young people to Gift City probably will play a big role as well. Let's come back and discuss it, because after all, to be an international finance center, a city needs to compete for attention of the globally mobile elite, and the social infrastructure is critical for that. Stay with us.
You're invited to imagine what's next. What the next view you wake up to will be. Where your next adventures will start from. Your perfect space to entertain. And your sanctuary to unwind in. As you begin to imagine your new place, we'll be here to help you find it. Because nothing compares to what's next. Sotheby'sRealty.com.
Welcome back. We are discussing the potential of India's one and only international finance centre, GIFT City in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and are asking our experts whether the city will finally meet its potential of becoming a nerve centre for global finance to operate from here. And what does that mean for those betting and investing in GIFT City? All right, back to you, Jaxay Shah. You know, this whole prohibition, relaxation, and we know that Gujarat has always had prohibition, but, you know, visitors were allowed with a special permit. The idea is to create the social infrastructure, that buzz to attract young talent, young people. And, you know, 30,000 people living, I think it will need many more in terms of numbers and get the best companies to come there. Give us a sense of how much has it really helped? We heard that many more developers went in and announced their intention to develop something within the GIFT City because of this lift of prohibition rule, and people have even bought apartments hoping that this is now a great investment.
This is the right time, and after post this announcement, I think that will be a culture. It's not something party town. It's a culture of a financial tech city, and everybody, we have seen this. We have seen in Bangalore, we have seen in NCR, we have seen in Hyderabad and in the city. So complete this to put a proper, I would say, a fragrance in the gold. That is the prohibition policy.
Okay.
And now there will be a culture that everybody can see, and that will be a deal maker situation now. Nobody wanted to leave. They want to visit GIFT. Until now, they didn't want to live in the GIFT City, or they want to stay. So now it has happened. And many developers like us, we are doing a two club. One of them is Diplomat Club of 60,000 square feet, and one of the club is in residential tower. So many developers are also now. There is a new 5-star, 7-star hotels are coming. For following that, there will be a shopping, high-end shopping will come. So many things around there, banquet, a big-time convention center. So because now from here, it is 12 minutes, 10 minutes airport, you have a metro station. Honorable Prime Minister told before 10 years that BKC to GIFT, it will take 3.5 hours. So practically now GIFT is a commercial suburb of Mumbai.
Professor Vaidya, I would like you to take a slightly bigger overview and say, if at all there are some things which could probably come as a roadblock to this potential unlocking, what must both the centre and the state government be cognizant of?
One of the roadblock is the talent pool, both in the financial sector, in the real estate sector, and overall. I think that is where the state government and the central government has to encourage people to provide services to GIFT City. And that is one area which needs a lot of efforts, and social infrastructure is one of these which will bring people to this place. Second would be, how do we make innovations on a sustainable basis? I think we have innovations taking place, but how will that happen on a sustainable basis? That is second thing. And we have a policy of promoting startups in GIFT City, but how do we continue it over a period of time, not only on the not only in the financial sector, but also in the infrastructure. Okay. And third would be, how do we continue to be sustainable and green in the physical infrastructure sector? So I think those three things will be equal. And our master plan, the extended master plan, has taken this into consideration. And we feel that we will be able to make it one of the most livable cities in the country.
Mr. Rajaraman, 2047, India is going to be a developed country. That is the goal and the vision. In one or two lines, can you tell me where do you see GIFT City by 2047?
So, India will require huge amounts of capital for its development, Manisha. So, and I think there were several estimates. One estimate put out by Dun Bradstreet says it's about $18 trillion. So it will require a platform where global investors are completely comfortable about and will have the lowest ease of doing, the highest ease of doing business, the lowest cost of doing business. And that is GIFT City. And GIFT City will be the gateway to India for investment into India and also for raising the capital that will require for India's development needs of 2047, including net zero.
Mr. Rajaraman, Professor Vaidya, Jaxay Shah, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me. I'm going to wrap out by saying tremendous potential. Yes, will it take off? Looks like it will, with all the attention of the Prime Minister himself on making GIFT City a success. Hopefully by 2047, when India aims to become a developed country, this single international financial center will be buzzing with work and life. Goodbye and thank you so much for joining me.
You're invited to imagine what's next. What the next view you wake up to will be. Where your next adventures will start from. Your perfect space to entertain. And your sanctuary to unwind in. As you begin to imagine your new place, we'll be here to help you find it. Because nothing compares to what's next. Sotheby'sRealty.com